Did I do that backwards? See, I started this side and went to there.
Yeah, that's
to there.
the end.
That's the end. So I have to do it again, folks.
There you go.
There we go. Welcome into the show. This is, of course, Halton Hills Online, and this is a little the Loosey Goosey blog featuring a drunken Santa and a sober Santa over here.
It's okay, I'm propping
Santa
him.
on this side has had a few drinks, I think.
He's
probably
leaning now.
A couple of Ryan Cokes. But and you can always tell it's a dead giveaway when he has big red cheeks and he's been tucking a few back. You know what I mean?
It's the nose. It's like Rudolph.
Yes.
When he looks like Rudolph, you know, he shouldn't be.
Merry Christmas, folks.
Sleigh.
Welcome into the show. We're brought to you by, of course, as always, Max Tires. And if you haven't got your snows on by now, you really should. If you want to make an appointment, give them a call, 905-873-9255. Great deals on tires and very sexy accessories, of course, as well. And we have a full mechanical bay of, we have 3 mechanics, all professionals, including Smudge, of course, and Jamie and the rest of the gang. Stop touching me. And they do a great job for you, so give them a call, and please give them plenty of notice about the snow tires, though, because they are kind of busy this time of year.
Yeah, Sean was saying the other yesterday when I was on that they are extremely busy right now.
Yes, because all of a sudden we're getting it.
Yep.
Sudbury got it a couple of weeks ago.
Well, people should have gotten it about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Absolutely.
Well, we've had it. We've had freezing ice, black ice. We've had.
Yeah, but that's chain weather.
We've had a bit of a dusting, and then today, Friday, we're getting a couple of centimeters, but we're not supposed to get any more than that. Some areas are getting a lot more, but so far, and the difference between Acton and Georgetown when it comes to weather is like night and day. It really is. Yeah, did you know that Acton, on average, is 2 degrees colder than Georgetown? And plus, Georgetown and Glen Williams and even Limehouse, to a certain degree, are protected by the escarpment.
So I'm going to put something out there. Hot air rises.
And
cold air falls.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you can tell when you're going up the hill.
Yeah.
Because it starts to change from rain into snow when you go up the Silver Creek Hill. Silver Creek is the big tell story of the whole thing.
Well, we're kind of enclosed down in a valley, so to speak, a very large one. But
and our neighbors in Acton are just belted by it because they're out in these. They don't have an escarpment to protect them. They're in the same weather system as Woodstock and Kitchener and Cambridge and that whole area there.
Been there, done
which
that.
is nasty. It's nasty. It even snows in Acton when it's not snowing because it blows around so much. It's kind of flat out Acton way a little bit. Get down the hill. Anyway, we have Amanda here as well, of course, Amanda Bassett. She's going to be here for the whole show today. Matter of fact, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yes. And because Lee Lakin sadly is at a personal funeral with his family, so we wish you the very best, Lee. We'll see you next week. And we're brought to you by, of course, who are we brought to you by?
Halton Women's Place.
And there we go, Amanda. And what's going on this week?
Okay, so this week at St. George, Friday, December 15th, is the 5th annual Desperate Executive Office Christmas Party. So get out those ugly Christmas sweaters, Santa hats, or reindeer antlers for a fun night of holiday cheer.
Yeah, it's always fun. Christmas is a great time of year, and the ugly Christmas sweater. I've got about 5 or 6, all bought for me by my sister, by the way. She buys all my Christmas.
Avril?
Oh, Avril, yes. Yeah, you should see how
Good job, Avril. Good job.
Yeah, you should see how she.
Why aren't you wearing one?
Huh?
Why haven't you got one on?
Well, I'll get one on next week. I'll take one.
Yeah, we've only got a few weeks till Christmas now. 3 weeks, whatever.
We should,
so.
What's going on at Uncorked, Amanda?
Okay, so Uncorked on Main has announced yet another one. Tuesday, December 19th, Dollhouse Events presents Holiday Drag Extravaganza. Tickets are $25. The door opens at 5 p.m. and the show starts at 7:30 p.m.
Now, I don't know if they're allowed to, like customers, or can they record when they go into places like, when they go into the Uncorked, are they allowed to record what's going on? Because I'd like to see a view of that.
I don't
Even
know.
though
I don't know,
can't-
that's
I
what
work
that
on
is.
the weekends, so I can't get to it. Then Tuesday is another work day.
That's a good question because it could be a little bit of a sensitive thing for some and maybe not for others. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe if you get the chance, you can ask them and we can let people know, yay or nay.
Yeah.
I'd like to
Yeah,
see
or
what,
something.
what the party looks like because it sounds strange, but fun.
Yep.
Strange but fun. And you know what?
I
We're
think
put on
it'd
this
be
earth to
awesome.
laugh, and that's what I would do at the Holiday Drive Extravaganza. Red Harp. What's going on?
Okay, the Red Harp Acton, December 23rd, almost cool at 9 p.m. And they've announced their Christmas food drive, December 9th. Non-perishable food or personal hygiene products are needed. Each item donated gets you one ballot for a draw to win Leafs tickets. There'll be live music featuring the Continenza Jazz Christmas music from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And if you miss Almost Cool, you can catch them again December 29th at 9 p.m.
They've been around for a long time, almost cool. They've been around for at least, 10, 15 years?
Oh yeah,
All local people, too.
10, 12 years
Yeah.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
What's going on with the Legion, Amanda?
Okay, we got a few things going. The Royal Canadian Legion, 197 Acton, Saturday, December 9th, Acton Legion's annual turkey roll starting at 2 p.m. for a chance to win your Christmas turkey along with fun games, pea meal on a bun, followed by Caleb Downs singing live.
See, now I'm hungry already. It doesn't take long when we do a show for me to get hungry.
I'm good.
The
So
pea
far.
meal, the pea meal
You keep
just
doing
set
that
me
though,
right.
that might change.
And Saturday, December 9th as well, their third annual Breakfast with Santa. Their times are 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Enjoy a hot breakfast, games, and activities. Tickets are $10. The family photo packages are extra at $20 plus tax. Tickets can be purchased at Titan Tech at 56A Mill Street in Acton. All sales will be split between the Acton Food Share and Links
Yeah.
to Care.
So the tickets start at $20, so I wonder what they go up
No,
to.
the tickets themselves for the breakfast are $10.
No, but it was starting at $20 for
The
so
packages
I
for the
wonder what they
pictures.
go up to.
Well, it all depends
It
on
would
which
depend
way
on
you
how
want
big
Santa
the
to pose
package
for
you wanted
yeah.
to.
Oh, so there's
If you know what I mean.
there's privacy ones too.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
well, never
probably,
mind.
no, I would imagine,
I didn't ask. Okay, we're good.
I used to love it when I was a kid and I used to go sit on Santa's knee. It was great.
Of course.
Yeah. I remember going downtown Toronto with my parents and sitting on his lap.
We did it right here in town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, as always, the food banks they need help, don't they, Amanda?
Absolutely. Both the Georgetown Bread Basket and the Acton Food Share need our help. Please consider donating a food item or going online and making a cash donation, even a small donation. Every little bit can help make someone's holiday a special one.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're brought to you by Halton's Women's Place, of course.
Absolutely. At Halton Women's Place, if you or anyone you know needs help getting out of a difficult situation, the crisis lines are open 24/7, including the holidays. The Milton and Halton Hills line is 905-878-8555. Whether it's to a trusted friend, a family member, a co-worker, anybody you trust, please reach out. You're not alone.
And if you know somebody that's in trouble, that's frightened of getting out of it, try and make things happen, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Don't let them stay in that because nobody deserves to be in that
Well,
situation.
and I mean, essentially, again, reach out to the Halton
Yeah.
Women's Place because they'll probably be able to help guide you and that person to help them to get out of that situation
Absolutely.
and do what
Yeah.
they need to do.
Sometimes, especially the ladies, they're fearful, and they.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To reach out if you're doing something to help somebody, that's what I'm saying. If you're not sure how to help convince them that it's okay to leave, then I'm sure they have a lot of things implemented in order to help people in those situations and help them get out of that house or that predicament.
Thank
Absolutely.
God they're there. Thank God they're there
Yeah.
for when, and they do a wonderful job.
And one other thing I wanted to add is with our Georgetown Talent Cell, we're doing our usual Christmas donations to help out families, especially this year. We have a couple of very large families, one with 6 kids, one with 7, with an ill family member that's a parent or other situations. And it's very challenging. They're so far behind just in bills alone, let alone with Christmas coming and having all these children. So we're doing everything we can. Katie and I, and we also have John Remen, Roy James, James Creary, and numerous people that have stepped up to do donations, both with families or one-on-one or gift cards or whatever. So please, if you watch this or when you watch this, can you please reach out, if you need to reach out through our Halton Hills online events and information, even that way. But please reach out. We can use all the help we can to help these people. There are, like I said, we knew this year was going to be bigger. We've added more people on the team to help us. And Ola Jiskra too, she's also putting together craft type of packages for kids and whatnot. So thank you very much to Ola as well. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. We've just started, but that's best I can remember at this point. So thank you to everybody that have already started to donate and have offered their help. So I just wanted to put that out there because we have a community that badly needs our help.
Yes,
Yes.
and you know, I have memories of them, and it's amazing how big the talent cells have become. And we say it every week, 60,000 plus
Well,
is our
it's
reach.
actually about, for the talent cells is around 40,000,
Yeah,
but then we
you
have all our
add-
other.
you add
the
everything
radio.
else, so with the radio and everything else,
Yeah.
and we really do. And another lost dog, 2 more lost dogs found in the last week. And I always, if I go and I see the post, I always say, social media
Especially in this
is
weather.
absolutely amazing. Years ago, animals would have been gone. But now we have a total connection, which is wonderful. I mean, there's lots of wonderful things about
Well, especially in this
social
weather,
media. Yeah.
when there's animals
And
of
I
any
think
cats,
that
dogs,
this-
it's
yourself
scary.
and Katie Downs do a wonderful job, and you don't realize,
Thank
folks,
you.
how big a job it is to admin something with so many people. It's a full-time job, isn't it? Sometimes.
Oh, it is. I mean, just the people that want to add. If we don't every day make sure we're adding people through the day as they're requesting to add to the page, it gets up within 2 days. It'll get up anywhere up to 200 people sitting and waiting to be approved. to
I would
come
say
in.
the talent cells are
It's
95%
crazy.
good and 5% Jerry Springer.
Well, you're always going to get that,
But
though,
it's
right?
fun,
That's life.
that people like that. They like controversy.
Yeah, for those that are out there watching it, but when you've got everybody messaging you and they're all upset and it's not fun.
I know.
Trust me.
All right, Halton Regional Police are investigating a theft from a construction site down in Hornby. Police say that sometime between November 27th and 24th and 27th, a packer attachment for a backhoe was stolen from a job site in the area of Hornby Road and Steeles Avenue. The equipment has an estimated value of $20,000. No suspect descriptions are currently available and no arrests have been made yet. Anyone with any information can contact police at 905-825-4777 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477 or HaltonCrimeStoppers.ca. Leah?
Alrighty, so what do we got going on with the Halton District School Board? It's going to host its 5th annual Human Rights Symposium on December the 1st, so we've just passed, no, we're there today.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's today. To engage in vital conversations and challenge thinking. The theme of this year's event was Holistic Health, Our Voices, Our Stories, and Our Calls to Action. The event will center around physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and social health as a human right, regardless of age, background, or socioeconomic status, the board said. The symposium will be designed by students for students. Well, that's kind of cool. I like that. The board added in a news release. It will feature a speaking panel of students and will be a virtual event for youth in grades 7 to 12, and of course staff. Registration is not required, and information on how to access the event will be shared with the students and the staff. I like that they're including the students in that. That is really important, I think.
I like the spiritual side of it too. It's good. It's
Well,
good.
me too, but that goes without
I know.
saying.
I was just thinking you should be down there. Now, Mandy's got the great story about the lights. We switched them on
Okay.
already.
The countdown is on to
It's
one of
over.
Halton Hills' favorite events of the holiday season, Ignition Night for the Light Up the Hills Christmas displays. The lights will turn on at Georgetown's Dominion Gardens Park, Acton Sports Park, and Chalet Law Parkette in Glen Williams at 7 p.m. Friday, December 1st, so tonight, with related festivities running from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Georgetown. Santa will be on hand to visit with children, and there will be free rides for all on OB, the CN safety train. Visitors can enjoy free hot dogs from the Georgetown Lions Club, Tim Hortons hot chocolates and Timbits, and terracotta cookies from the Rotary Club of Georgetown.
Where's Gord?
Terracotta cookies.
Yeah, no, we don't talk about that.
Ugh.
My waistline gets a hold of them and it won't let go.
White chocolate, what was it?
Macadamia?
I just love their cookies. And, you know, there's a success story that we should really be looking
Oh
at.
yeah, it's amazing.
About, you know, they started off supplying food for the kids to schools. And it grew and grew and grew.
And I was thinking when they said hot dogs, I'm like, where's Gord?
Yeah, where's Gord? All right.
Up.
Oh, did you
There
already
we
do
go.
Yeah,
it?
I already moved it.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Stop.
Okay, well, only one of us can do it because that's just not going to work.
Stop moving my monitor.
That's not going to work.
Drivers making their way along Steeles Avenue these days may wonder about that mysterious tall structure currently under construction near Winston Churchill Boulevard. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
And it is a strange looking building. The building is part of the development for Conestoga Cold Storage, new temperature control warehouse at 7876 10th Line South, and will cater to the food industry. So it's got nothing to do with Star Wars or any of that. But
A lot of people had a lot of speculations as to what it was supposed to be.
First time I saw it, I thought, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
The town of Halton Hills received an application to develop the site back last summer, June of 2023, well, 2 summers ago now. The facility will have the height of over 47 meters or 150 feet. And Conestoga anticipates the first phase will open its doors later next year. And it's estimated the development will generate 250 jobs. And some of them are local. I guess they're right in the middle of Brampton and Milton and Halton Hills, but some jobs coming up. That's good to hear.
That'll be a good
It's
thing.
part of Halton Hills. It's 10th line, so it's just on the south side of Steeles, that's all.
No, it's like our premium outlets. It's Halton Hills, but it
Yeah.
sure doesn't. It's called Toronto Premium Outlet.
Yeah,
That's still for
close,
me.
and it's really in Milton when you think about it.
Yep.
It is. It's past the border of where we are.
Yeah,
So,
well, it's the other side of the road. That's why I don't
but
understand.
it's one of Halton Hills' biggest
Yeah.
attractions. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
anyways, Halton gives paid Halton Hills Town Hall a visit today, November 28th. So again, that was a few days ago apparently, to commence the season of giving. The Halton Region Chapter of Canada Gives Movement, Mayor Ann Lawler and fellow council colleagues braved the cold, donned red and white tubes, and raised the Giving Tuesday flag on Tuesday afternoon. The flag and the occasion itself is meant to be a signal reminding residents to think of others and given the lead up to Christmas. It can be a big or small gesture to friends, family, strangers, or charities.
Giving Tuesday's been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Mandy?
Okay, so on November 27th, a few
Oh,
days
yeah.
ago, the Roxy Center, a versatile and community-centric facility designed to enrich the lives of Acton residents, was first recipient of the Building and Property Renovation Program under the town's Community Improvement Plan. The project was completed this fall and represents a pivotal phase in repurposing the facility as the Roxy Center, catering to diverse community groups, facility rentals, co-working initiatives, and kitchen rentals.
I think they got what, about $28,000 if I remember correctly.
so,
It was
yeah.
something in around that price.
but
range. It's beautiful, excellent.
I love that building, and that building has a lot of history to it too. We're going to start digging up. We have I'm trying to remember the lady that runs the.
Bonnie Carchesney.
Yeah.
She does a beautiful job.
She does a wonderful job.
Yeah, with the history of town.
Don Fenley, of course, is over there too. But lately, she's been putting up very interesting stuff about our local area and in depth.
Well, I know, and thanks, Bonnie, because I know I was born and raised here and had family and community that were fairly big members of the community. And looking back at even just simple things back then we looked at with Kay's Grocers that everybody knew about. For me, going to high school and many others, a lot of memories.
Well, we're going to put a lot of little radio pieces together on local history. And if anyone can help, you know, somebody in town or that either living or dead that deserves, you know, minutes of airtime, recognition, just give us in point form what they did, when they did it, who, what, when, where, why, right? Yeah. And there's so many different things that people wonder about, like our local natives, you know, from years ago. The indigenous area that we are living in now is native land. And we want to do a whole thing on that, and you're going to be voicing that probably.
Well, we'll include my grandma, because she was like in the community. They both were, but grandma was the one that volunteered at the hospital and church and store, and oh my God, she was everywhere.
The annual holiday show and sale opens on December 5th in the Upper Cisnet lobby of the Cultural Center. More news from the town here. Don't miss the opportunity to find the perfect gift for the holiday season and support local artists and artisans like Mandy over here. The annual holiday show and sale is a fantastic opportunity to discover and support local talent, according to Mayor Ann Lawler. And Ann seems to be settling in now and getting involved, and I haven't had much contact with her, but we should try and, when we get our Zoom set up later, maybe next summer, get her on the air with us and have some fun.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're setting up Zoom.
We have to kind of train somebody on the team about Zoom and make sure.
Who would that be?
I don't know.
No.
Do you know who it is?
So I can't sit in my underwear, and I have to make sure that I don't have stuff sitting around, you know, in the back, where the camera is, and like that.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff going on.
This Saturday, so tomorrow, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., it's a holiday market at the Roxy Center, downtown Acton. Shop from over 20 small business vendors. See
What's that? You can see Christmas decor, handmade
and vendors selling Christmas decor, handmade holiday items, baked goods, ornaments, and more. I'll do the next one. Drop in family story time again tomorrow, 10 a.m. at the Halton Hills Public Library. Georgetown and Acton branches explore new themes each week through stories, rhymes, and songs. No registration is required.
There you go. On the holiday market too, Mandy.
Okay, so downtown Georgetown Holiday Market, December 2nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Main Street South in Georgetown. The downtown Georgetown Holiday Market is back with 90 indoor and outdoor vendors, a trackless train, musical performances, and more. Make sure to bring your skates to try out the Glice Rink.
The Glice Rink sounds like fun.
Yeah.
The Acton Citizens Band Christmas concert's coming up on Saturday too at 1 p.m. at the Acton Town Hall Center. You can join the Acton Citizens Band for an afternoon performance of holiday favorites. And of course, Christmas classics too. Refreshments will follow. And the concert is a fundraiser for Acton Food Share. Donations of food or money will be gratefully received. And they do a wonderful job at the Acton Food Share up in Acton, of course, as well. And you know, I mean, they're open. They're right behind the old Becker store now, where that British store is, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'll do one more. Sunday, Christmas market in the Glen, December 3rd from noon to 4. In Glen Williams, it's time for the second annual Christmas market in the Glen with over 50 vendors. And the hamlet will be transformed into a community event with plenty of food, fun, and local small businesses as well. I love the Glen, the atmosphere down there.
Yeah, I love it down there. I would love to have owned somewhere down along the credit. Oh goodness, that would be absolutely beautiful.
Wouldn't have
wouldn't
to twist my arm to live on Main Street or any of that area
Yeah.
down there. It's beautiful.
Have fun. So here we go. Sunday, December the 3rd, the Christmas stuffed stocking auction. So that's 2 p.m. Preview starting at 1 p.m. at the Acton Town Hall Center. Heritage Acton's Christmas stuffed stocking auction returns this weekend with dozens of stockings filled to the brim by local businesses ready for residents to bid on. Proceeds are used to support the ongoing expenses of operating the Acton Town Hall Center.
All weekend, what's going on here, Mandy? Christmas market?
Christmas market in Williams Mill, December 2nd and 3rd from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 515 Main Street, Glen Williams. Browse through the shops of 22 artisans found at.
Sounds like a
Okay,
Star
now
Trek.
I've lost myself here.
No, it sounds like a Star Trek episode. Watch for the
Williams Mill
artisans.
Creative Arts Studios. Grab a funnel cake and hot drink. Snuggle up beside a warm fire and enjoy some live music.
I love it. Artisans. I'm too much of a Star Trek buff. Just let that one go. I'm sorry, I had to nail you with that.
It's the alien artesian market.
Where's all the green chicks and William Shatner? No, I want to know. December the 6th and 2nd, pardon me.
So
Let me
tomorrow
just
and
say
Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday from noon to 5 p.m. at Glen Williams Town Hall in Williams Mill. Get some Christmas shopping done at Kind Vibe Kids. That's the second annual children's Christmas market. Shop from a variety of young vendors selling their wares down there. A lot of stuff going on in the Glen, eh? Wow, a lot of stuff going on down there. If you want information, visit kindvibekids.ca. There you go. Did I get that right?
Yeah, I think so. I'd say so.
Kindvibekids.ca.
So I'll do the next one, and then you can we'll hit with the Raiders and talk a bit about the Raiders.
Yeah.
So actually, you do that because him and I will go on and we'll do our thing with the Raiders. So go ahead. You can do your
Go
thing.
ahead.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
Something Rotten musical comedy. Multiple shows throughout the weekend at the John Elliott Theater, Georgetown. Globe Productions is bringing the Broadway hit Something Rotten to Georgetown. Tickets are available to purchase on the John Elliott Theater website. More information about the show can be found on globeproductions.ca.
They put some great shows on there, don't they? Yeah, over the years.
You do your
We
thing,
got
and
the
I'll do
Raiders
mine. How's
reports.
that?
The Raiders report. Here we
Yeah,
go.
it's all over
Trevor
that.
Hoskin. He led the way with a pair of goals as the Coburg Cougars doubled up the Georgetown Raiders 4-2 at Mold Masters Sportsplex on Wednesday evening. Raider goals in the loss came from both Braden O'Keefe and Quinn Tavares. Friday evening, which is tonight as we record this on Friday, Georgetown visits the Collingwood Blues at the Eddie Bush Memorial Arena and hosts the Caledon Admirals at Mold Masters Sportsplex on Saturday evening at 5:30 p.m. Bring the kids and the cowbells and bookmark our new website, georgetownraiders.ojhl.ca.
So Quinn Tavares, is that any relation to
I have no idea.
our other Tavares who's on the Leafs?
I don't know.
There you go. There's something for you to look up for us.
But I know Tavares does have a tie to Georgetown in some ways because he used to hang around up here and befriend a lot.
That's
of
your
people.
homework. I'm giving you homework.
Okay, there's some.
I'm curious now.
Wouldn't that be cool if he was? Wouldn't that be cool if he was?
It most definitely would. So another thing we wanted to talk about is that tomorrow was supposed to be the teddy bear toss originally. They've had to change it, so the date has now moved to December the 9th. So apologies from the Raiders if in any event that's caused a bit of an issue for you to get there, but please do everything you can to get out there. It's a lot of fun. They got a lot of things going on. And again, that's next weekend, December the 9th. And I'm going to post some of it when we put this vlog up. I'm going to put a little bit of updated information with it.
And we'd like to say hello to Aaron Nagy and
Hi, Aaron.
the whole crew there. And,
Yeah, doing a great job, guys.
they are. They lost to Coburg on Wednesday night, but you can't win them all, and we certainly are winning our fair share of games. Right
Well,
now.
you can't win them all.
We had a 5-game winning streak, and then we lost one.
It's gonna happen.
And, you know, I mean, it's gonna
Gonna
up and
happen.
down.
Gonna
And
happen.
Coburg's a good team out in the other division. We don't see them all that often. We usually see Brantford and Oakville and Burlington, the teams in our division, Collingwood. Now, I'm a little worried about the guys up there in the bus tonight in Collingwood coming back home. Be careful, guys, because it's nasty down here. So I can imagine what it's like up there. What's it like up north? You know, you got the weather. Oh, by the way, you have a great Facebook group where people can keep abreast of the weather, because people in the telecell don't like to talk about the road conditions for some reason.
Well, it's
do
not. Well, no. The biggest problem is they
How's
do.
the roads, you know,
They do,
anyway.
but we've had to create. Same with the discussion page. We branched them out because it was getting to the point where people and businesses or they're selling stuff. The feed was going down because people would keep commenting on the weather and the roads, and people that were trying to sell stuff, it would be lost in the feed and gone. So that's why we opened up the discussion group, and we also have the Townsell, Halton, and Wellington weather and road conditions. Just because that way it's focused on that. You want information, go to those pages, and there you go.
What exactly is a discussion group? You want to explain that a little bit?
The Halton Hills discussion group is pretty much anything goes. That isn't going to get the page shut down. And of course, the biggest thing is treat each other accordingly, properly, and with respect, which doesn't always happen, but it's gotten better. It hasn't been too bad.
You guys admin that one as well.
Oh, all of them.
Well, I don't
We
know
have
how
all
you
of
do it
them.
all. You and Katie or something else. Superheroes.
No, I pretty much do the weather anymore. I think you've noticed all the posts that come up are usually me for the most part.
Well, I always check it out because you're always telling me what the weather is going to be doing 2 or 3 days before it happens. So.
That's what
And
we
that's
try
what-
to do
that's
on that
what, you know,
page.
I don't know how you do everything you do every day. I have no idea. Nor
I don't-
you. I don't know how you do everything. Painting and radio and TV
And love life.
and love life and everything else. Oh,
I had to
don't
get
make
that.
it go.
I had to
Don't
get
make
that
it.
Just
little
had
dig
to,
in there.
just had to
Little
put
dig
that
in
in
there.
there. No.
Hi, Mike.
Anyway, how are we for
Anyhow.
time? How are we for time there?
We're right about now. It's
All
about
right.
time.
35, 32. You stop. I guess we don't have much room here, do we?
No, and it's not me. You move. You
Stop
cut.
touching me.
My vest gets caught between us,
No.
and then I'm.
I
See
know,
what
it
you
fell
did?
over, you
Do you
see?
see what you did?
Well, he just had his 8 shot
Aw,
ride.
Now
poor
see, you
guy.
upset Santa.
It's okay, buddy. You know
Make sure
what?
he doesn't go on the sleigh tonight.
Upsetting
This
Santa.
fella can go.
It's okay, bud. You know what? You can come down my chimney. It was him that knocked you over. Don't go to his.
Don't forget our local radio. We have your local weather every half hour. We have Big Daddy in the morning and Bud the Spud on a stick, and then Peter the piano player with a
Bud the
polyester
Spud.
tie. And actually, Leah used to date Bud the Spud on a stick back in the late 90s there. So, and he won't let it go, will he?
He had
And
too
you
many
know,
eyes. I didn't like that.
The problem with with Bud the Spud on a stick is he's very nervous around chip trucks when we broadcast around chip trucks. When we're down at Nathan.
Well, I
Phillips
think we
Square
made
there
an
years
agreement
ago.
with Bud that we wouldn't bring him anymore.
No, okay. All right, there's your fame, your 5 seconds of fame there, Bud the Spud on a stick. Let's move on and tell you that we
Please.
have Leah Lywood middays and we have Monday in the afternoon. And of course, keep your hands away from his mouth. We have the Gatekeeper at night.
Willie.
And, lots of great features on the weekend. The Top 40 Timeline radio show from around the world, 4 o'clock every Saturday afternoon. Then we have the Big 20 on Halton Hills Online on Saturday at 6. So it's a double shot of some great radio there. And then of course we have Bill Smith, who's a great musicologist as well. And Bill does a lot of work for our radio stations with the music and everything else. So yes, we're
Yes,
your
he
local
does.
radio, we're your local YouTube, we're your local tell and sell, Facebook, this and that. We are Halton Hills Online, right?
And thank you to Austin as well.
Austin, of course, is
The big
does
backbone as well of
he
what
is the
we do.
backbone. And,
Yep, of the things
we
we do.
missed you this week, Lee, and hopefully he'll be back next week. But you know,
Take
when you
care.
have-
Lots of love to you guys.
yeah, it's not fun when you have to go to funerals. It's sad, and but it's something we all have to go through. And as the older we get, the more we have to go through it. All right, we'll see you next week, and don't forget. I'll let you say the famous line at the end. We're brought to you by, of course, Max Tires, 905-873-9255. Lowest prices on tires anywhere and accessories. They fix cars, they fix trucks. Give them a call, 905-873-9255. Hello to Easy Taxi and the $45 Red Eye Airport special, the cash special during the week on the overnight periods. It's going very well. And hello to Fred's Towing as well, light and small division. And I'll let you say the famous last words.
Community is driven by community.
You navigate.
We drive. Thank you. We'll see you next week. And now, assume the position.